Hello, my name is Professor William Corder, and I am the instructor for this World Regional Geography 100, number 20768, that runs from February 5th at 4 p.m. through June 3rd, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. in this spring 2023 semester at Santa Ana College. Let me tell you some things about this class. I want you to start kind of really rolling right away if it's possible for you to do that. And in addition to that, I want to explain to you some things about how my particular class works. Obviously, most of you have taken Canvas classes by this point, and you know how the system runs. But at the same time, you haven't had me necessarily, or maybe you have, and every instructor sets their classes up in different ways. First of all, Canvas suggests using Chrome or Firefox rather than Safari. I'm an Apple user, but I always log on to this with Chrome. And they suggest that you clear your cache to ensure fluidity in the functioning of your system. YouTube has lots of videos on how to do that. And if you have any other questions about that, you can call Canvas at 844-612-7428. I would load that into my phone if I was you. I have it in mine. They're available for you 24/7 for free as a student. Before I start talking about geography, let me tell you this. I work out at the YMCA near my house, and there's a guy in there who's a bit older than me, who's a Vietnam veteran. His name is Gabe. His name is Gabriel, but he goes by Gabe. And he one time said to me when he found out that I was a geography instructor, he said, I had no idea how important geography was until I was sent to Vietnam. Because, of course, when you're in a war situation, you have to understand latitude and longitude, you have to understand landscape, you have to understand topography, you have to understand climate, you have to understand weather, all of these things. I thought, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to use that. So I'm telling you that geography actually really does matter. Who would know? So here's the way you log on to this class. You type in sac.edu, as you can see up here, sac.edu, and then this page or a very similar page is going to show up. You click on Canvas up here, and when you do that, it's going to bring you to this yellow banner login. You click on that and type in your information, and eventually it's going to bring you to this, which is your Canvas dashboard. Then you find your class. In this case, this is it right here, Geography 100, number 20768. And you click on that, and it will open up and bring you to your geography homepage, which is what this is. It says start here. There's going to be announcements throughout the semester, but if it says start here, pretty good place to start. Click on that and just read through this page. There's a little video about World Regional Geography. It tells you to get rolling on Module 1. I know I'm a little sloppy with this. I promise my other videos are not as sloppy. I was really into punk rock when I was younger, and so, I like a little bit of mess because I think it brings some reality to things. Then if you come over here and you click on the syllabus, there is going to be a syllabus quiz in this class, so make sure that you read through the syllabus and know about it and understand it. So I'm not going to go through everything, but notice that this is a syllabus. No shows. This is by law, as in the state of California law. If you do not complete the assignments in Module 1 by Saturday, next week at 11:59 p.m., or this week, I should say, you will be dropped. I don't have any choice in this. So it's February 11th at 11:59 p.m. You will be dropped, and I can't do anything about that as a no-show. It's the way the state operates. So if you don't like that, I would suggest that you speak to your elected representatives, because there's nothing I can do. So you can see here's the class, some information about it. Disclaimer, I reserve the right to modify this syllabus course overview if needed. Here's how to contact me. The best way is just to message me through Canvas. And then you come down here, course placement, textbook. There's a textbook, but the textbook is free. So it's an online textbook. That's what we use. So it doesn't cost you anything, and there are quizzes on it. DSPS statement. If you're a DSPS student, please get the information to me quickly so that I can accommodate you appropriately. Student learning outcomes, course objectives, course goals, course topics. There are 3 sections in this class, basically Latin America. We can argue about what that term means, but basically most people know what it means, and it's used in Latin America anyway. East Asia, Southeast Asia, South Asia, Middle East, and North Africa, and then Europe and Russia. And then here's the reading that you're supposed to do. Attendance, you attend by completing the assignments. Then you can see course grading. Please look through this stuff about course grading because it's very important. Notice the grading scale. And then you can see no exams will be dropped. The syllabus quiz will not be dropped. No chapter reading quizzes will be dropped. No discussion board assignments will be dropped. No other graded assignments will be dropped. A 0 will be assigned for all assignments or quizzes or exams or discussion boards or whatever that are not taken. And there are no makeups, retakes, or redos on any graded assignment. You're given a due time frame, which is about a week, to be able to complete things. And if you don't get that done, I can't do anything about it. You take a 0 on it. Then notice this is the schedule, tells you everything about what you're going to be doing throughout the semester that is 16 weeks long. Come down here, Canvas course site, something about that. Technical support, required technology. Obviously, you're taking an online class right now, so it's really important that you have good technology. The school can help you with that. Plus, you can use their internet if you want to. Academic honesty, and so on. Assignments in Canvas, important dates, miscellaneous, Title IX. Okay? Then if you continue to scroll down, here's some ideas for the successful completion of geography. This is also on that quiz, these 12 bullet points. Course description, required materials. There I am at the Taj Mahal. More information on how to contact me. Here's how you email me. Please read through this messaging and email. It's just a protocol, or I don't know, netiquette, I guess you call it, which is online etiquette on how to do that. So please read through that before you send me an email, something about me, and then course objectives. Okay, let's go back up here to the home page. And you can see that there's some more things. Welcome to World Regional Geography. Yes, this is similar to Start Here. The school builds in multiple redundancies in these classes. So basically, Welcome to World Regional Geography 100 is the same as Start Here. Let's go over here to the modules and see what's happening. Remember, this is my homepage. It looks a little different from yours because I'm the instructor. So instructor resources, you're not going to see any of this. But you will see these things. Course information module. Please go through each one of these. All you have to do is, like, for example, you click on World Regional Geography. Brings up this page, which is also very similar to the Start Here. You can click on Next down below. Brings you this course syllabus again. Like I said, there's some redundancy that's built in by the school. Click on Next again. Instructor contact. More information about how to do that. Click on Next again. Communication plan. Then if you go through this again, click on Next again. Course policies, World Regional Geography 100, so some things about the class. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to modules again, and I'm going to scroll down to the first module, which is where we begin. Okay, so what I would do is, if I was you, I would click on the module introduction. I would read through what's on there. I'll just show you, and look at the video if you haven't watched it by now, and watch this other video, which is me saying something about the class. Go back here. Thank you for your patience on all of this. And then welcome to World Regional Geography. It's the same video again, textbook versus a professor. It explains something about this online textbook versus what I teach, because there's overlap between what I teach and then other places the textbook talks about things that I don't talk about, and I talk about things the textbook doesn't talk about. That's fine. It broadens your education. There's no problem with that. But notice this. All graded assignments are indented one space. So here you have the syllabus and suggestions for successful completion of geography quiz. It's a very difficult thing to say. And then the first discussion board, lessons from the pandemic. So they're all indented one place. Anytime you see this more about, this is just me, not me, somebody else besides me talking about a particular subject. So you don't have to watch those that say more about. They're indented two spaces. But if you want a little bit more on something, there you go. You can see in Module 2, it works the same way. We have one graded assignment. It's indented in one space, which is Chapter 1 Introduction Textbook Reading Quiz. And you can see in Module 3, there's one graded assignment, Who Makes Our Clothing. Then number 3, excuse me, Module 4. I'm sorry I'm messing up, but I'm messing up. What can I say? Because I'm trying to just rip through this. Chapter 5, Middle and South America Textbook Reading Quiz. And then you can see another discussion board. And then finally, we have our first exam of Module 6. All right, let's go back to this Module 1 really quickly. And you can see that if you click on, for example, the syllabus quiz, which is open at 4 p.m. on February 5th, which is when the class starts, make sure you read through the instructions always whenever you're going to take anything that's graded. And then, you start it. And after you do that, you can click on Next down below, or you can just go back to modules or backspace. And we have our first discussion board, which is about the pandemic. I mean, this is something that we've all gone through together. Pandemics are very geographical things, aren't they? They start in a place, they diffuse out to other places, and then people have different reactions to them and how they deal with them. So make sure that you read through the stuff. It'll tell you what you're supposed to do. When you want to enter your response, you just click on that reply and then you enter something, blah, 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 blah. And then you push down here, post reply, and then there you have it. Okay. If you do not do those first two things, as in if you don't do the syllabus quiz and this discussion board on the pandemic, in that first week, if you don't get it done, I am required to drop you. I can't do anything about that. I am required to drop you if that's the case, okay, if you don't get it done. Let's go back over here to modules really quick. And I'll just show you in module 1, if you would have gone to the introduction, if I would have gone to the introduction. Oh, I already did this, sorry. My apologies, I make mistakes. Occasionally they happen. So what I want you to see now is this. See where it says Latin America, Section 1, Module 1, Terms and Concepts. If you click on that, this is the information that you need to get out of my lectures in this first module. Okay, that's what you need. And what's this going to be used for? It will be used for that exam that I referenced a few minutes ago that shows up in Module 6. Okay, where do you get that information? Well, you get that information, for example, from this, Latin America as a region. Okay, so here's the first lecture. You click on this and then the lecture is going to show up. And you listen to the lecture and you take notes on it. Click back over here. And you can see that then again, ethnicity in Latin America, this very touchy subject, but nevertheless, click on that. That will help you go through it and it'll explain it. And that's where you're getting your notes from. All right. Then eventually crossing New Mexico, same thing. And then we go through, we start in module 2, you start the same thing all over again in module 2. The discussion board topics, just so you know, are not straight ahead geography topics, although anything can be construed as geography, but they're meant to represent topics that might arise kind of organically in a face-to-face or live class. I try to have as much of that as possible because we're online and we need to build community in some way. They have some relation to some geographic topics, but they might be kind of distantly related. Nevertheless, they are the types of things that come up in a college classroom and then elicit discussion. And that's the way we're going to roll. I want you to know something. If you want an extra 5 extra credit points on your first exam, email me or message me through Canvas with the name of the guy from the YMCA that I spoke about at the beginning of this little video. And put the name of the class, Geography 100, number 20768, and his name in the subject box, and then your name in the body of the email or message. If you do that and get that to me by Wednesday, February 8th at 11:59 p.m., I will add those points to your first exam from this first section of the class. Okay? All right, there you go. Let's get rolling. Let's have a great class.